Hey, Amy, hopefully this actually works. And you can actually hear me on this. So I'm going to break this into two parts. And the first one is going to go over the first question you asked, which was medicine only makes sense in the light of evolution. And it does this because you only have the genetic components being able to look at by quote unquote modern medicine. But it also makes sense because you have genetic mutation in things like HIV that you can trace back the genetic material and the genetic mutations to find out where the source of the infection was. That actually just goes straight into how do we know evolution's happening? Because we can see these, and we can see these changes in viruses. And we can see it in birds. The best example I found was the finches in the Galapagos Islands. There was a male that had a different shaped beak and a different song, and he interbred with the population. And now you have a subset that has the different shaped beak and uses a different bird song. The big way we can tell that genetic change and evolution is happening is the Harvey-Weinberg equation. Because what you should always have the same amount of alleles. And when you don't have the amount expected, then you know evolution occurred. Because you're going to have your genotype. So you have a population of 20. Yes, you're mobile. 20. And you do this times 2. Because there's 2 big A's. You get 40. And then you go down to do your observed, which will be a different column. And the expected here should be 0.09. The observed is 20 divided by 200. Okay. So evolution, because these two don't match, evolution did occur. It goes back to our homozygous and heterozygous genes types. Because if you have 2 homozygous dominant and a homozygous, you're going to end up with a messy chart. But you end up with and that is how we can tell this genetic change is happening, because they've got these genetic differences. There are mutations that are random during replication, gene flow between different populations, natural selection, where they're picking the mate that they find more favorable, and genetic drift, where you have another species come in and interbreed with population. So that answers the first part of your question. Hopefully this actually works.